guys, it's Nick with P&H Lawn Care, and I know it's been a while, but I'm back with another video. You guys I know have been like me. I've just been super covered up with work all summer, spring and summer, so I really haven't had a chance to do any videos, but I've been wanting to do this one for a long time. I even hinted that it was coming out a long time ago on Instagram, but here it is finally, so let's get started. Alright guys, so what I'm going to be talking about today is the Stihl FS94R and the Stihl FS91R. Now, this is not a versus video. This is more like comparing contrast video, because in my opinion, I think that you're comparing apples and oranges whenever you do these two weed eaters. I don't think they're really in the same class. They're both great trimmers and all that, but I don't really want to pit them against each other, because as far as power, I think the 91 has the definite advantage. But that being said, let's get talking about the 91R. Okay, obviously the first thing y'all are going to notice about the 91R is the size. It's a big weed eater. It comes in at a little over 12 pounds. I'm going to put the exact specs up. It has a large fuel tank. You can run on, I wouldn't say all day, but you can do quite a few yards, probably at least 4 or 5, depending on the size of them with this fuel tank. Again, in the video, I'll put the specs of how much fuel it holds and the exact weight, but like I said, it's just over 12 pounds. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but whereas like the 94 is 10 point something and this is 12 point something, you run all day with that 2 extra pounds, you'll know it. And you guys that run the Stihl 91, you know what I'm talking about. So that's that. And this one, or actually both of these, I have equipped with the Echo Speed feed head on it. And I was running the Stihl trimmer line, but now I'm running the .95 Echo Black Diamond line, and guys, this stuff is just incredible. I love it. But anyway, what I want to tell you about this, because what I'm going off of is my personal experience with this trimmer, what I think of it and all that. Whenever I started, I consider this my first big boy trimmer. This is my 4th season with this thing, and what I've done to it. Up until last year, I had never done anything. I'm talking fuel filter, air filter, spark plug, never changed any of that. But last year, the shaft went out on it. It was a $12 fix, no big deal. Replaced that last year. This year, I actually replaced the fuel filter, the air filter, and it's still running on the original spark plug. Never had any trouble out of it other than that. So not too long ago, it did start giving me trouble. It would run, and then it's like it was running out of gas. It would just totally lose power. Couldn't figure it out, took it back, they adjusted the carburetor, did this, that, and adjusted the valves on it, gave it back to me, and it was still just lose power. I'd be going along and it would just bog down, like I said, like it ran out of gas. Put a brand new carburetor on it. I think the carburetors, you can probably pick them up for, I don't know, installed, it was like 40 bucks at my dealer. But ever since I got that, the thing's been running great. I did not use it at all today. I ran the 94 all day today. So this is the 4-stroke, where the 94 is the 2-stroke, but it's still just mix oil and the gas, 50 to 1 ratio, just like you normally would, but it is a 4-stroke. I think it has a ton of power, and in my opinion, I know it's not as much as like the 131, but of course you're going up. I'll also put the bulk horsepower on this. On the video, we'll put it up on the screen for you, but just show you how easy it starts and how it sounds different. The 4-stroke to me has a totally different sound than like the 94 two-stroke does on it. So like I said, I haven't been started today. I did run it on a couple yards yesterday, but let's see how long it takes. I primed it, choked it. First pull. That one. It does take a little while to warm up, but you keep on going. By the time you went 5 or 6 feet, it's at full power and you can keep rolling with that. So in my opinion, that, like I said, I bought this one before I bought the 94, and I ran with this thing for 3 seasons because I just got the 94 last year. You can switch out the heads, you can get the razor head on it, and there's some other attachments you can use for it. But in my opinion, just an awesome trimmer. You probably do want to go with something a little lighter, but if you can only get one trimmer, I would suggest this. That way you can run with it daily. But if you do get those big brush cutting jobs, you've got plenty of power to do it. So we got the Stihl FS94R. Now, I want to start this out saying, everybody I've seen on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and the reviews on this thing are awesome. Everybody loves this trimmer. I love this trimmer. But let me tell you this, I told my dealer, my sales guy at my dealer, probably 2 months after I got this trimmer last year, I said, I think I got a dud. And he's like, you're crazy. I was like, no, I really think I got a dud. It'd be like getting a lemon. That's why they came out with the lemon law for vehicles. I think I got a lemon in this one. The reason being, I had it about a month, took it back to the dealer. They supposedly fixed it. Ran it a couple more weeks, took it back to the dealer. Long story short, I think this thing's been to the dealer at least 8 times. They have put new spark plugs, new fuel filter, new air filter, new carburetor. I think it's had 2 new carburetors on it, and a laundry list of other stuff they've done to this thing to get it to run right. Now, the last carburetor they put on this thing, it's finally been running okay. Once it gets started, it runs great, but it takes forever to get it started. Now, the problems I was having with it is you couldn't get it started. Once you got it started, it would run for a little while, then quit. Then they adjusted that, then I could get it started, but it wouldn't run full throttle. So anyway, I should be giving this thing a horrible review, but whenever it runs, it is flipping awesome. The power to weight ratio on it is incredible. It's light enough where it's your grab and go trimmer. You want to use it all day, but it still has power to run through the tall stuff, the thick stuff. Now, of course, like I said, it doesn't have the power the 91 does, but you'd be surprised at what you can get done with this thing. Again, it is a 2-stroke, and it does have the throttle adjuster, which I have never adjusted the throttle on it. You can scale it all the way back and use it like that where it doesn't give as much power. I don't know why they came out with that thing. I guess it's just a great little extra for newbies learning to use a trimmer so they don't tear up flowers or something like that. But like I said, I always leave it full throttle because just where I've ran a trimmer so much, I know where cruise control is, about half throttle, quarter to half throttle, and then if I need it, I can give it full throttle and go. But just regular trimming, I go quarter to half, and my finger just knows where to go. But like I said, I've had a ton of trouble out of this thing. It seems like they got it fixed this time, other than starting it, because I did 9 yards today. The first yard I did, it started first pull. Every yard after that is like 4 or 5 pulls on it. But I know I'm going to get comments, but like I said, I know everybody loves this trimmer. I like this trimmer. I just think I got a dud. I mean, it happens. Everyone they put out isn't perfect, and I'm afraid it's going to tear up one more time. And I think if my dealer told me that if I do have one more warranty claim on it, that they're just going to replace the trimmer because they've put so they've tried everything and nothing's worked yet. I've also heard that recently Stihl put out some replacement carburetors that aren't performing as well, and they've got a fix for it. I don't know if you guys heard that. If you have, you can put it in the comment section, but it's like they've got to run through these replacement carburetors that they have right now that aren't as good, and the next ones supposedly they got the whatever's wrong with it fixed on it, and they're supposed to be better. But like I said, I think one more warranty claim on this guy and I'm getting a new one. And would I buy this again? I've been running with help. He went to Florida for a week, so of course he's on quarantine, so I'm back to running solo. But I've been thinking about getting another trimmer, and yes, if I do get another one, I'm probably gonna buy another 94, just because the lightweight and the power that it has, it's just been it's great whenever it's good, it's great. If I can keep it out of the shop. But like I said, I'll go ahead and start this one if I can get it started. I have ran this one all day, and see if you can tell the difference in the two, the way they sound and stuff. So anyway, in one video, I think I called it, this was Muhammad Ali and this was Sugar Ray Leonard. Kind of like the lightweight and the heavyweight. But let me know what you guys think. In my opinion, I buy them both again. Great trimmers. If you got the really thick stuff, grab this guy. If you're doing everyday go-to, grab this one. Now, I had a huge weed eating job about 2 weeks ago, and what I'm going to do is put that up following this, and I'll be running the 91, and the guy helping me is running the 94. So you can see the big brush in the job that we're doing, and just tell me what you guys think about the 91, how it goes through it, and how him running the 94 goes through it. So we'll get started on that. All right, so what this was, new customer, huge cleanup job. First time I ever mowed the yard. I know this little stripe where I went up earlier with the X mark and got the hillside, but this was done with Turf Tiger, of course. Now, it goes all the way to that light pole down there. Now, as y'all saw, if I sound out of breath, it's because I am. I think the temperature's about 91 right now. And we've been, excuse me, we've been getting it since about 10:30 on this one property. So, I know this morning, the glare, it's kind of hard to see what all we did. But we were supposed to take it to that tree line. We did. All that, this whole section right here hadn't been mowed in about a month because he couldn't mow it with his mower. And as y'all can tell, look at that. It's hard to stand on, let alone weed eat. Cole, around with Cole Lane today, he's helping me out. Been a huge, huge help, especially in this heat. We both bit the dust on this hill. I looked over and he was sliding down it on his hind end. It wasn't 2 minutes later, I went down on my knees. So, again, got all that. Now remember what this looked like in here. Now, I'm gonna brave this just because I don't want to walk around it, but y'all know what I hate, and there are plenty in here. So, got all this hillside. And if you're looking at that, why don't you get that? Because you can't weed eat this. It's that old briar stuff, and some of them are only like that thick. But you get down in there, there's some about that big around. So we cleared that. This is where the stuff for the pool, they filled in the back. You can tell there used to be a pool there, but the previous owners filled it in. And that's where all the pool stuff was. It was overgrown with weeds. And y'all remember, I didn't even know there was bamboo in there. That's pretty cool. Found that out after we had eaten it. But look at all that. Saw how high that was. It was chest high, and you couldn't really tell. But see how there's like a driveway there, and it goes down, dips down, and then it looks like there used to be a road back there or something. I don't know. And then it looks like a backhoe or something is taking some chunks out of this, but for what, I don't know. Got all the way back in there. So, just kind of walking y'all around the property. If you, of course, if you're still watching, you saw the previous, how overgrown it was. Now I'm just showing you what a massive property this is. I mean, for one guy to do, I'd be here all day. So I called in reinforcements. But again, the focus of this video was the 94R and the 91. How they did on each one. Of course, the 94 doesn't have the power the 91's got, but it's still an awesome little trimmer. I'd love to try 131 on this stuff like we did. I'm not anxious to do any more of these jobs for a little while. I'm ready to just mow, because mowing's a lot easier than doing this. But let me get you a corner shot of the entire property and see what you think. Y'all saw how far back through there I've been walking, so all right, guys. All right, so my daughter just pointed out the cable and said somebody's going to ask on the video when you go and get that cable fixed. Whenever it rains and I have some time to run over to the shop and get it fixed, that's when I'm going to do it. But anyway, any questions, comments, leave them down below. If you're going to do the why don't you buy a Shindala Echo Husqvarna, Red Max, all the other ones. I'm not doing this to start an argument on it. It's just, if you got questions about the Stihl or comment whether you like them or not, leave them down below. Let's just not start a big war over which one's better. I just like Stihl. If you guys have seen my trailer before, you know that I run all Echo blowers, but all my sticks are Stihl. But anyway, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Be sure and hit the like button, and if you would also smash that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. I think I'm up to 874, 875, somewhere around in there, and I'm trying to get to 1,000, so any subs would be greatly appreciated. Guys, stay safe out there. It's hot, it's humid. Drink plenty of fluids, and just stay safe while you're out there working, and keep up the hustle, guys. I'll see you next time.